Yo, my beloved Oklahoma gang, we are gathered here today to talk about this skull because it's driving me crazy. So I scoured the forums and Reddit looking for people's ideas on what it might be. And I think I've got a collection of the best ones. The first and most popular idea seems to be that the skull and bones is the old Jolly Roger, and we're getting some sweet pirate content. Now, amongst the population that thinks the pirates are coming to Azeroth, there seem to be two separate ideas. The first pirate idea is that they're hitting the beaches of old Azeroth, and instead of doing a super bloom where you swat down insects and trees and sprites and shit, you're gonna come down here to STV and get to work on these pirates and their cannons. More like a super boom, maybe. I don't know. That's idea number one. The other pirate idea is that old Captain Night Squall is gonna hit us right here on our new tree. If you don't know who Night Squall is, and I didn't either, there's this Return of the Night Squall book you could find, and it tells of a legendary Captain Night Squall. And if you read to the end of the story, it talks about he's got a new prize in his crosshairs, and he aims to build the biggest pirate fleet the world has ever known. And then next page, it all starts with the Dragon Isles. So instead of hitting us on the beaches of STV, the dread pirate Night Squall's gonna hit us right here on the shores of Amirdrasil. And that sounds like a pretty good time. The other idea I saw was that this doesn't represent the Jolly Roger at all, but rather poison and disease. And instead of it being about pirates, it's actually about those dirty, rotten gnolls. You know the ones I'm talking about. These mangy mongrels out here in Brackenhide. And apparently one of them talked some smack about wanting to get our new special tree. And so there's people speculating that that's exactly what's going to happen. And these disease-ridden hyenas, look a lot like Hordes to me, are going to be causing us some trouble. And we're going to have to get to work on them again. And for those of us who go back to the Hogger days, we've been dealing with gnolls for a long time, so bring them on, I say. Plus, pallies can cleanse diseases and poisons, so we're up for the task. And some people are getting crazy with their speculation out here talking about hardcore retail. And I just can't think that that's going to be a real thing. I mean, first off, it's pretty hard to die in retail with all the spells and abilities you get, and you can blow stuff up. So leveling all the way to max level in retail, I don't think it's going to be quite the challenge as it would be in Classic. Also, it just seems like they already have that mode for people that want it. And as far as I can tell, the hardcore community kind of died out from what I've seen from other content creators and stuff. I mean, we never really have the numbers, but I don't know. Hardcore retail just doesn't sound likely to me. But there's some people speculating that that's what it could be. Now, you'll remember that Madame Longdale dropped some words to the community right here where they said it's going to be a unique event inspired by past musings from the community. And it's open to anyone with a WoW sub if they want to participate, Classic or Dragonflight. So what this seems to indicate to me is that you don't need to go out to Dragonflight to do it, which would lead me to believe that it's going to be an event down in STV with pirates. And that's where I'm going to place my bet. I think those STV boys are going to get good and rowdy, and we're going to have to go down there and roll them again. And that even low-level characters and everyone's going to be able to go down there, maybe level up your tune, and we're going to farm for some T-Mogs, mounts, and cosmetic stuff. And she even talks about in here how they like the speculation. They like us getting all worked about it. And I like that they like it. And I like getting worked up about it. I think it's fun. I am betting that it's pirates, and I'm going to bet that it takes place somewhere in the old world. But between Captain Night Squall and the Dirty Gnolls, I don't know. There seem to be some good arguments for those too. And while we're speculating about them adding some new world content, let's talk about world content for a second. I mean, what do you guys think about it? Because one of the comments that I saw a lot, both made and upvoted, both on the WoW forums and Reddit and other places, were comments like this by our boy Frosty Boy DK. Now, he's a Frosty DK, so he lives in a lot of pain. I think we can all agree to that. It's going to be an event every 2 hours on the hour that will be dead within 3 weeks of being launched like all the others. You guys are brutal. So true, it hurts. You don't find it endlessly fun to click on dirt piles. I guess there's nothing wrong with adding content for all different types of people. But it just seems that when it comes to world content, there's just no real challenge to it. It just feels like something to do. Come on. Come on, I'm hurting. Oh, Oklahoma gang, I'm trying to stay alive. See, this is what I love about PvP, is that you come in here with your crew, you guys are fighting it out, and it's hard. I mean, this is hard to do. It's beautiful when it all comes together and when you have to work together and everybody's got to use their abilities to survive. There's just nothing better. There's just nothing like this anywhere. There's no game, there's no MMO that touches this kind of experience. I like to play with other players. This is my favorite thing about World of Warcraft, is all the other players out here, everybody getting down. Probably should pull up some HUD here. Although, you really don't need it. You don't need it because there's no challenge. But I don't know, is that good? I mean, maybe we should just have some simple content. There's enough people out here doing this on their alts and stuff at this point, or people that come back to the game. Maybe making it more challenging really wouldn't increase participation or make people more excited about it. Maybe it's good to just have some nice casual world content people can just come out here and smash. But I guess for me, I'm always hoping that they're going to add some challenging world content. Because I like it when you need healers and you need tanks and DPS have to use their defensives. But there already is that kind of content from Battlegrounds to Mythic Plus and raiding. So, I don't know, maybe this world events are exactly what they need to be. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you guys like this stuff? Are you like hard pass? I mean, I almost feel bad being out here in my healer spec because no one's really taken any damage. I'm not even sure if you can die during one of these. Has anyone ever died during a super bloom? Then you just got to think about the technical side of things, right? I mean, we're talking about a ton of players all in the same zone. That could cause a lot of lag, a lot of disconnects and things like that. So maybe it's best just to leave the challenging content in instance PvP and instance PvE. I guess I'm always hopeful that there's some way to do it. One of the things I really liked about Guild Wars 2 was the random attacks and stuff that would happen on villages or patrols. And then the people that were in the zone would have to respond to that. And I'd like them to rebuild the world with more of those types of scenarios in it. Instead of just running from quest to quest all the time, have events and scenarios actually pop up in the world. And not always where you have to fight things. But it is fascinating to start to think about how could we do world content in a way that really excited people. But who knows? Maybe people just like this being super casual. Come around here, click on some dirt, click some abilities, collect your loot, and then you're out. And then I guess if you want the more challenging stuff, you can go do that. But like I said, I'm betting on it being those no good scurvy pirates. And we're going to have to come down here and put the whooping on them again. Which, of course, we're glad to do. Time will tell. Oklahoma out.